We're in studio. I'm with Steve Krager, the director of this program. We're talking about desperate voices. What do they sound like? They can't talk. They squeeze. Their voices are rather frightening. They're isolated from family, friends, society. These are some of the sounds that you might hear.
I've had a 347.
You hear that voice? It's not the kind of voice that is going to get you heard, liked, and listened to. And there are a number. I differ with my colleagues in allied fields. They say it's a rare disease. I don't find it to be a disease. I don't find it to be rare. I report cures of it for 35 years. My medical colleagues say there are no cures. They don't have a cure in 135 years. The academics in my field, I'm a PhD, guarantee there are no cures, as do the medical people and the maker of Botox, Allergan. They're all well-intentioned. However, I believe they're on the wrong road. There are cures of the condition. This is what it sounds like.
Short, and he's led only 1 or 2 weeks.
You hear the voice. It's not a voice to listen to. It's not a voice that you would like to hear. This is the original voice.
I've had a 347.
She now reports that she has a 98% recovery.
I know it's going to work.
She's talking with this voice. Her problem, she says, is quite changed from that of strangled voice, desperate voice, to one that she can talk on the phone, talk anywhere, 98% of the time. Not bad for a condition that's considered hopeless. Let's take a listen to a take of those who had spasmodic dysphonia and hear the after on the DVD.
Have Jimmy James return in a few minutes. But first, our next guest defied all the odds. She says for 34 years she didn't have a voice. And she's been working with this gentleman, Dr. Cooper, for about 4 weeks. And now really can talk again. Sylvia, you're going to talk, but you're going to talk the way you talked for 34 years. I think it's important that we hear the difference. What happened? You were 18, and what happened?
Well, I was 18 years old, and I had a tonsillectomy. And after the tonsillectomy, my voice got worse. I got a virus, and I got sicker and sicker. And by the time I got rid of the virus, I didn't have much of a voice. It would come and go. Sometimes it would almost be normal, but most of the time it was never normal.
Doctor, what is that called?
It's called the strangled voice spasmodic dysphonia.
And what causes it?
They're talking in the lower throat. My take on it is that it's misuse and abuse. The medical community is saying it's an unknown cause, and they look to medical or neurological cause, and I'm reporting cures of this condition for over 25 years.
Okay.
By direct voice rehabilitation. It's a different approach.
She's such a beautiful woman, and she sounds like a very old woman.
Yeah, when I spoke with her by phone when she called.
You thought you were going to talk to somebody who's what?
120.
120. That must be very embarrassing. I would think so. How did you find the doctor?
Well, I went through 34 years of searching. I tried absolutely everything. I went to every doctor imaginable.
It's like I'm talking to a different person.
You are?
Oh, yeah.
You are?
Oh, that's so scary. So you tried everything. I'm sorry.
And as a last resort, I had tried botulism 4 times. And after I had the Botox treatments, my voice got worse. It got so bad that I was only able to whisper. And I thought, what else? I have no recourse. And they wanted me to come back for additional Botox injections to adjust the dosage, but they'd already adjusted it 3 times. and it just got worse. So I decided to go with the maverick over here, Dr. Cooper, and I thought, what else do I have to lose? 34 years, and I had nothing to lose.
She is so pretty that she was in beauty pageants, but you didn't have to speak very much, did you?
Oh yeah, I just walked on stage and they said, hey, she looks good.
That's it.
Let me add something, Sally.
Sure. Dr. Morton Cooper is the author of Stop Committing Voice Suicide and Change Your Voice, Change Your Life. And he says he can change anyone's voice. What do you want to ask him?
Oh, I don't want to ask him anything. I'm just saying that after 4 weeks, my personality is back. I had become withdrawn, reclusive. I had gone to psychiatrists, acupuncturists, every kind of doctor you could think of. And all of a sudden, when I got my voice back, it's like, hey, the old girl's back, look out.
The old girl is back. Having that voice, it changes one's life when you change your voice for the better. I differ with my medical colleagues and my academic colleagues and those who believe that this condition is neurological. My medical colleagues have never reported a single cure of this condition since Traub in 1871 characterized it as nervous hoarseness. I believe they're on the wrong road. I've been reporting cures now for 35 years of this condition. There are voice improvements, there are recoveries, but there are cures. If there's a cure, it means that the problem is not, it cannot be a neurological problem. I cannot cure a neurological problem. I can help cure a problem that is caused by wrong voice use, which is what I do. Incidentally, the book, Change Your Voice, Change Your Life, is in the library. It's free. My other books are in the library. There's a book called Curing Hopeless Voices called Spasmodic Dysphonia, which just came out recently, and it's on my website, free. The entire book is free. So if you're interested in this condition, or you know people who have the strangled voice, you might be interested in learning a little more about what's going on, what the arguments, what the debate, and the differences on treating this condition, not only medically, but academically, which is what I do, by direct voice rehabilitation. I have a DVD for you, which presents before and after. You have to listen because we play the old voice and then we play the new voice right atop of it. And there's no pause, so you have to hear the difference. Take a listen to what's going on with the strangled voice.
And I took a round of antibiotics, and then they put me